Alright people, here is today's worksheet value scale using line. I've been using blending and stuff with pencil. We're going to use pen today because our cell portrait is going to use Sharpies. So we're going to be using hatching and cross hatching, some zigzagging, and some inventing of your own techniques. So I'll explain here and then I'll do some work here. So this is cross-hatching, which is where lines go in opposite directions. The more lines, the darker value it gets. So lightest is 1, darkest is 6 right here. So I used a couple lines here. I used a ton of lines here. This took me a very long time to get done. I'm still feeling like it's not done. This one right here I started. You can see in the example there's 3 lines. I did 4. Not have to count them, but there's one more here. And each time you just add more lines. And it doesn't matter which direction as long as they're going in the same direction. And if it's a darker area, there's going to be more lines. More lines, darker value. And it's not about how hard or soft you press. It's how many lines you have. So this one needs to be darker than that one, so I get more lines. And each line is its own line, so you're not scribbling. This isn't, I'm not scribbling, that's bad. Don't do that. Each individual line you want to make sure you pick up your pen, take your time with it. And then this one is going to have even more lines. Again, each line is its own line. Stop, pick your pen up, stop, pick your pen up. At this point, we're going to have the lines starting to touch because they're so close together and so many of them. And I probably should have done less lines on this one, but can't erase now. And then this one, I mean, you might feel the need to, alright, I'm just going to fill this all in like that. Nope. Each individual line, you can see up here on the example, your individual lines. I need to make sure each line is its own line. These last squares should take you almost as long as it took you to do all of them. Think about how many lines. So this is like double that. So this will take a while. Don't rush it. And you can see I'm picking my pencil up each time. Oh, pick up. Oh, pick up. I'm just doing it fast. I'm not zigzagging back and forth. I'm not doing this. Picking up, I'm only going this stroke. It doesn't matter if you go outside of the box. What is important is that the box is all the same value. So this right here is lighter than this. This is a little lighter than that too. So I'm going to spend some more time where the value is not the same. Okay. Down here, these are zigzags. This is not a zigzag. This is a wobbly, scribbly line. Zigzags, we got straight, straight, and they're just angling back and forth. It's slow. Take your time. And where you want it darker, you'll have more lines. This also will take a long time. Okay, so this has less lines than that one. This one has less lines than that one. Each time you get going, and this is really the only one you can see right there. The lines are touching. Maybe a little bit right there. This one has lines touching because it's a ton of lines, but this one, all of these are individual zigzags. So when you're doing this, you want to be purposeful in your zigzags. Take your time. You want them to not be touching until you're at the point where there's no space left and it's just they have to type because there's so many lines. This should take some time. All right, so you go through, and then this one you invent your own. So you can use any shape you want. You start with large shapes, and you make the shape smaller. That's it. So I chose triangles here, so big triangles. These triangles are smaller, and each time you get smaller and smaller until this one. So it could be letters, numbers, doesn't matter as long as whatever the first one is starts out big, and then they get smaller. And the smaller they are, the more you can fit in. Okay, make sure you have your name on the top so you get credit for it. And take a picture, turn it in. You're all done.